Yeah.
So all the shoes down here.
Yeah.
Come back.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Give all praise to say how about Shem Yahushai, by Shem Rakakodash.
Yeah, it happened.
Hey, and double honors to the apostles are great millstone. A true well. Peace and blessings to the elect, right? We was done going into it. We were speaking on kingdom of heaven being set up, which is us.
That's
Right.
right.
The apostles. They are not just the apostles. All these Hebrew Israelite camps are seen they're waking up. All of them represent the kingdom of heaven. All of them.
Right.
Because Israel waking back up.
Right.
But then it have those who go have strong doctrine. Them is the ones who want to be saved. right, the ones who want to be saved. But Nathan, all of them is apartheid. Because Nathan them doing the thing. You understand? Nathan them preaching Israelites because the kingdom of heaven is for the Israelites. But the ones who salvation going to come to is the ones who hold fast and complete doctrine of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Nathan them don't have that. So them going to be destroyed. Right? With this Christ doctrine. But they are still be honest, the preaching that there is Israelites. How they waking up the Israelites on the highways and byways, the other camps. So what are we who know we is Israelites right now? This whole world is the Most High setting up His kingdom on earth.
That's right.
That is what it is. The Most High setting up His kingdom on earth. But the apostles are great millstone all the way down. We, together with the men who sincerely believe this doctrine, what Yahushua teach is the truth. And that is the way we're going to be saved. That is salvation. But according to the scripture, all Israel shall be saved. All Israel, not just some. 2/3 go and come back. 2/3 go and come back in the kingdom. So all Israel go and be saved. Understand?
That's Revelation. Revelation 21 verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
Yeah, the first heaven and the first earth represents Esau's rulership. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it and follow it. That the first heaven and the first earth. Because they're not talking about the outward, where the Most High dwell in the first heaven. They're talking about Esau's rulership. Esau's rulership on the earth. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about where the Most High dwelling on. The earth, outer space. I'm talking about Esau's rulership. That go and go. So-called white man is set up to rule forever. Alright? So-called white man is set up to rule forever. And the Israelites is the kingdom of heaven. And the new heaven and the new earth represents us. You know, hey, I would say the apostles are great. You know, with that because them is the men on the forefront. But all these Israelite camps represent a Most High setting up the kingdom. Because that breath coming back into me, that life coming back into me, the sinews coming back into us. You remember in Ezekiel 37, the sinews, the flesh, all of them things coming back into us. Meaning we start back to know who we are, because according to the scriptures, we would lose the heritage. We will discontinue from that. So from them we start to continue back in that the Most High bringing me back to life. Once we come back to life, we go understand the kingdom of heaven, life for we. Right.
This is Ezekiel chapter 37, start from forward. Verse 1. And it reads, the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Basham Yahushai, was upon me, and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones.
What is that valley that is full of bones? Valley that is full of bones, let me get Job 23 and 10 from a shot.
Book of Job. Right? This is Job chapter 23. Job chapter 23 verse 10. It says, Job chapter 23, verse 10.
We say, from whence I go to the valley, and the land of darkness, red darkness is there. 19. Where are really Psalms?
In Psalms chapter 23, verse 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me.
Right, that is over here. Valley of the shadow of death. That is where Esau's ruling. Alright? And a valley is a lowland. And this place low, morally and spiritually.
That's right.
Is a lowland physically, because America is a lowland physically. Alright? It's a valley, and morally is a lowland too. Because the mindset of the people over there very low. Alright? It's a base land.
That's right.
The mindset of the people. So that the valley are the shadow of death. That is where Ezekiel was talking about. The valley are dry bones.
That's right.
He was in a valley with dry bones.
Alright, continue with Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 2. And caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley,
Which is America, God.
and lo, they were very dry.
They were very dry.
And scripture going to say, and he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord God, thou knowest. Verse 4. And again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord.
And this will be doing out here right now. He telling you, thus said the Lord. Here he dry bones. It's people out here, they're dry. When a bone dry in a dead state, they don't know who they is. They don't know who's the power. They're just in the dry state. So most I say, prophesy to the dry bone. And this will be doing. These people out there is dry bones.
And scripture going to say, thus said the Lord God unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and you shall live.
Yeah, the breath is the most I word. I think it's Wisdom of Solomon 7:24. Yeah, there's the breath. The breath is these words in the most side, is how you're going to live. There's the same breath you blow into Adam, which is the word. The last statutes of commandment.
I get it precept there. It said, before Job chapter 10 verse 21, before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death.
The land of darkness is ignorance. You understand? Starting with America, this is the land of ignorance. You understand? You people out there in total ignorance.
That's right.
And you people proud of ignorance. And the most I tell you, you should not be ignorant in a small thing, neither in a great matter. You're not supposed to be ignorant at these times.
Can.
But you people refuse to do the right thing, so you're gonna pay for your stubbornness. You understand? Yeah.
It says, a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where
shadow of death. Death all around me. These people out there is walking dead. You understand? And the most I say, a lamb out of order. There's no order in this place. You understand? No order in this place. That's why you are destroying yourself. Because you have no order.
out over a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness.
Yeah, the ways, the teachings, the light of this place, like a college education or a high school education, are going to go into some kind of these different programs. They got computer science, technician, you know, these different light. You understand? Them light is darkness. You understand? It's dark. They're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you the economy collapsing. That light will teach you in this society. They're going to tell you the economy collapsing. They're not going to tell you I eat GMO food, walk around the place, but you eat healthy. Everything you eat out there is GMO food.
That's right.
The light not going to teach you these things.
That's right, that's right.
But the most side word will teach you these things.
That's right.
Young lady. Young lady. See that? Dry bone.
Dry bone. Dry bone.
Dry bone. Yeah. Where that country back in the house. Yeah.
Right, Ezekiel chapter 37, reading on from verse 6. And I will lay sinews upon you,
Yeah.
and will bring up flesh upon you.
Yeah, let you put that like, hey, like Noah is the Israelite. You understand? Who's your fourth? Who's your fourth parents? Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. You understand? These are the sinew and the skin coming back on you. You understand? Know that the land of Israel is our land. We came into slavery because we were disobedient. You understand? The scriptures referring to us. This is our history. Right? This is our wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Go ahead.
Scripture going to say, and cover you with skin and put breath in you.
Yeah, the breath. Breath is this knowledge. The perfect understanding of the scriptures. You understand? You can bring out in our wisdom of Solomon 7 verse 20. I think it's 24.
23, 20.
Yeah. So there's the bread that the Most High can put it back to the elect. You got a lot of Israel out, a lot of Israel out here that have on the skin. You know, but they don't have the bread. Like how you I see these are the camp. They have on the skin that the sinews, but they don't have the bread.
The wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 verse 24, says, for wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath of the power of the Most High, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty.
So the breath is the wisdom of the Most High. You understand? So the Most High put the skin back on you, put down back your clothes, then you can get the breath. That's when you're living. If you have any skin, you're still dead. You understand? You're completely weak. You understand? You get back your clothes and you get back your skin. But the breath is what will make you alive. The breath is what will make you perfect in the understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Continue. Scripture going to say, and you shall know that I am Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Yeah.
Verse 7 goes on to say, so I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. Scripture going to say, and behold, when I behold, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin, right, covered them above, but there was no breath in them.
Right, so that bone coming together, that bone is bone like Jake coming out and making that noise. Right. Wait, we visualize with this, you hear that? Wait, you out here, but then the scripture say there was no breath in them, so you got no breath in some. A big amount of that. But still, like let me say, right? God forbid me hear another 40 years. With the knowledge that Israel keep coming out, all Jake will know the Israelites. The whole of Israel go with it. The doctrine will spread. Right? Doctrine will spread. It's good. Right. No, they hear. Have a Bible in their hand.
Well dressed.
Well dressed. I don't want to call them and ask them some questions. Fucking
Well dressed.
Christian.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hold your mother down.
Yeah, hold your hand down. Most I want to jack up the Christians.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was saying, if we was here, Lord forbid, for a while, right? For a long while, this doctrine will take over. Christianity will get destroyed surely because just by knowing that he is an Israelite alone will destroy Christianity. Christianity is weak. You don't even have to have no breath in you to destroy Christianity. But then we had the men with breath in them, as the scripture going on to say. Because it had some without the breath in them. Because in order to destroy the so-called white man completely, they need men with the breath in them, their breath of life in them. Alright? They need that. That is what going to bring this man down. So the scripture says they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives until the death. So they need men who had a sincere word in them to completely bring this man down.
That's right.
But Lord forbid, if this word was just to go out just so, but he saw this whole false doctrine of Jacob would divert from that because having your sinews on, your skin on, meaning you have some parts of the truth, you have some little fragments like you just want the complete thing. You understand? So Christianity, all of them things we can't stand up. They can't stand up. Alright? They can't stand up. Even if. But then the Lord sent men on the earth who had the breath in them. So it's sure now that you can't stand. Surety you can't stand. Go ahead.
Scripture going to say in verse 9. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind. Prophesy,
which is what we're doing here right now.
Well, son of man, and say to the wind, thus said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, come from the four winds, O breath, and breath upon these slain, that they may live.
Right, so it are some who are going to live now. Right? The ones who are going to live is the ones who have a complete doctrine. Yahushai completely in them. So them is the ones who are life, them who are the life now. Because it had a vast majority who didn't have life, but they had the sinews on them, they had the flesh, all of them things coming back on them. Meaning they know they're Israelites, they know how to do certain laws, keep this, keep that, but they don't have a complete doctrine that you need to get the fuck out of here.
That's right.
That is what you need. That complete 100% truth. They didn't have it. So them who had that, just the breath, they will die right here. Because this place is going to be destroyed. Alright? I was just hypothetically speaking, if it continues, the doctrine that they have will overthrow. But this place is going to be destroyed. It is going to be destroyed. So the ones with the breath going to be the ones to overcome and push that the mark of the beast is the microchip. The so-called white man is the devil. They will say that too. They will say, hey, the famine's coming, pestilence coming, all of that, because these are the camps. They already stick on that. They will more teach you as an Israelite, you know, how to love your wife, you know, how to do X, Y, Z, whatnot and whatnot. They will teach you that, but they won't teach you the severe, they got trouble. They won't teach you that. They won't go into the severe things that the scriptures need to be saved. They won't do that. Alright? Because why? They didn't have the breath in them. But the Most High set up some with the breath in them. Go ahead, Baba.
Scripture about to say in verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
Right, which is what we get with the apostles who have the breath in them, and the men who sincerely believe what the apostles teach, who have the breath in them. Them will stand on their feet, an exceeding great army, which is what we're doing here right now. This is what the apostles do, and this is what the men of the Lord do all around the world. Standing on their feet, an exceeding great army. Alright? We standing on our feet and we prophesying against this white man system. Against it. We prophesying, don't follow this white man system. Because why? We are the brethren. We prophesying that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. Because we are the brethren. We prophesying about Jacob's trouble. Because we are the brethren. We prophesying about the martial law, the famine. Because the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua sent our brethren us. Gone. World War III. The nukes being shut off. The chariots coming. Alright? The so-called white man coming on with great wrath because he knew he had but a short time. Because he had the breath in us. So the scripture just say what? Choose the wisdom of the Most High. That is what the breath is. But then the time a vast majority you do not have the breath in them. They're just out there. They don't know there's Israelites. Them is just Israelites. That is all it is. They could come, they could teach you, hey, there's an Israelite. Right? Okay, yeah, he's an Israelite. Curses apply to you, right? Curses apply to you. That is the end of them teaching. You can't go further than that because they don't have that breath in them. They don't have that wisdom to carry them further than knowing there's an Israelite and knowing who the curses pertaining to. Which is all good. Don't get me wrong. It's good to know that. That's a good thing. Because they could still go and tell somebody and somebody could understand well like as an Israelite thing. Understand? And through that knowledge you could end up falling into the truth because there are brothers who was in other camps, following other camps, and the Most High lead them into the correct path. Right? If the Most High warrior, he will lead you there. But you need more than that. So it's a good thing to know you're an Israelite, but you need more than that. You need to have the complete 100% doctrine. That is what these other camps lack it. So that is why them going to be destroyed. But they are also part of the kingdom of heaven. And the building up of the kingdom. Them is a part, them doing some things. The Most High fast. The Most High have his men who do the heavy lifting, but then there are little men on the ground who do little pounding down at the kingdom too. Because them helping to break it down too. Them helping to break down the lies that Esau, so-called white man knowing Treasury Borgia picture. They helping to break down that. They helping to break down the Most High is a black man. You know, helping Jake in them little aspects so they will know well alright. But the heavy lifting being done by the men of grace and the them doing the heavy lifting, them saying bring and forth that this man going down. This man going down and well, we looking for no friendship with him. We want to making peace with this man. He had a fall. Right? Right. That is what the men of Great Missouri don't say.
There's Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation.
God, that is the perfect precept. Because what is the wisdom? What is the breath? Breath is the wisdom. So that is what going to keep you stable and that is what going to get you saved.